Before you want to start a relationship, you really, really need to go and work on yourself. You want to show up for that person. If you really love and you want to have a relationship that lasts and a relationship that's healthy, go work on your demons, work on your issues, heal. Don't come and bring your issues to a relationship. Don't bleed on the people that didn't touch you. And that's a mistake a lot of people do when they walk into a relationship unhealed. They literally destroy the relationship. It could have been the best. This might be your right one.
Yeah.
But how would you know? You came in unprepared, you came in unhealed. So really go work on your traumas, your issues before starting a relationship. Because that's an investment. That's a life commitment. Because to me, I don't date for fun. I don't go out for fun. I don't believe in that. I feel like people's feelings are sacred and relationships are an investment, just like a business. I don't put my money where I know I'm going to lose it. So when I'm with somebody, I'm with them for the long run, for a future. And if that scares men away, then so be it. You're not my type.
I believe that the reason why you want to be happier is because you miss being happier, and you can only miss things that you know. I'll give you a simple exercise that you can do that I did with one of our daughters. She dealt with the depression and the grief by drinking herself into the ground and had a complete breakdown. I said, okay, well, let's start here. First of all, I want you to have this breakthrough where you realize you do know what you need to do. So take out a piece of paper and I want you to draw a line down the center. When was a time that you felt happier than you feel right now? Now, on the left-hand side of the paper, I want you to write down all the things that were happening in your life then. Like, what did your day-to-day life look like? So you start to write. I left the house at 7 a.m. I was at school all day with my friends. I went to lacrosse practice. I exercised every day. And I'm like, great. Now write down what your life looks like now. I sleep till noon. I drink every day. I don't leave the house. I don't exercise. Like, compare and change accordingly. Your whole life is about those little things that you do every day. And if you're not happy, get out a piece of paper, draw a line down the center, and write down the things that you were doing when you were a happier or healthier person, and change accordingly.
And I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but a while ago that I'm not going to make everybody love me.
That's another root of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, you know? And I think that I fell victim to that in my past, of worrying about things that I can't control. You know, if the people understood what words could do to a human being, especially where we are in today's society, then they wouldn't be invested in that.
That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
And so I decided at that point, I guess, I don't need you. The only person I need is me.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Tia LaRae, and this is an elevated beauty community. So if you want to join the fam, where we are focused on elevation, growth, and just everything in between, hit that subscribe button. Y'all, make sure you hit the like button as well, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post. So yes, in this video, we're going to be listening to life-changing realizations. Y'all, this advice is so mind-blowing because some of it is so simple, but yet so profound. So yes, sit back, grab a snack, grab a glass of wine or your favorite drink, and yeah, let's watch these videos.
Do you want to fall in love again?
Sure.
But just not right now.
Tomorrow. Today. Why not?
You giving everyone hope right now.
See, here's the thing, because it's like love, man. If you go looking for it, you're not going to find it. You're not, man, because love comes to you.
You know what they say. Never go grocery shopping when you're hungry. You grab the wrong things, and the same is in life. Never go into a relationship when you feel lonely. You might grab the wrong thing.
People make time for who they want to make time for. People text and reply to people they want to talk to. When someone tells you they too busy continuously, believe them. Don't try to force them otherwise. Don't try to make them make time for you. If they want to, they will.
When you're desperate, you grab anything you want. not what you need. And I want you to get only what you need, and that is the best.
If you are unhappy with any situation that you're currently in life, listen to this message. I was just driving in traffic and this message came to me, and I feel like I have to share it with you guys. Things change so quickly, and this is a lesson that I've been learning this year in 2022, that things change so quickly and they change so fast that you kind of almost have to always enjoy where you're at. And so if you're currently not happy in something, whether that's a job, a relationship, friends, yourself, anything like that, I would challenge you to try to find any positives or things about this situation that you might miss later on, because I guarantee you, you will not always be feeling this way and you will not always be in this situation. So expressing gratitude for what you're currently in now will help you get to where you want to go.
I'm going to tell you when your life's going to change. When you start doing what's right for you. When you stop feeling wrong for doing what's right for you. When you stop putting yourself last. When you stop accepting things you shouldn't accept. When you stand on what you deserve. When you respect your worth. That's when life is going to change for you. Never let people make you feel wrong for doing what's right for you. They did you wrong. You ain't got to accept it. They abused your forgiveness. You don't have to accept it. Never let people make you feel guilty for choosing to do what's right for you.
Sometimes God will destroy our plans when He sees that our plans are going to destroy us.
When you get what you want, that's God's direction. But when you don't get what you want, that's God's protection.
Everything has its time, and you cannot compete with destiny, is what I say. What I thought I wanted when I was younger, it wasn't my time to have.
That God will never remove something from your life if He didn't have something better to replace it.
Just because it's not within your reach right now doesn't mean it will never be.
Be patient. Everything in life will go exactly how it's supposed to go. You may not have a lot, but you'll be able to have as much as you want if you believe. At times you will feel like an outcast, that you don't fit in, but you will discover that being your own clique will be your strongest attribute.
You have something that you're going for. And just because it's hard doesn't mean that it's not meant for you. It doesn't mean that this isn't supposed to happen. It just means that you are in the middle of a process. And you have to stay on that process.
One of the little things that I remind myself of all the time, stop talking. I think I've spent a lot of my life feeling like I got to participate in every conversation. I got to have an opinion on everything. I got to make sure I get in the last word, whether it's at work or family in particular. And when you stop talking, a whole different world opens up to you. Go into work or into class this week and be quiet. Don't say anything. And notice how different everything is. Or when you're having dinner with your family, be quiet. Ask questions if you want, but stop talking. You're not growing when you're talking. You grow and learn when you're listening. I'm not talking silent treatment stuff here. I just stop talking, lower your voice when you do. It signals that you're in control, and your peace is worth protecting. So stop talking.
Everything changed for me when I understood this philosophy. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That's the simple philosophy that changed my life forever starting age 25. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune, which is super fine. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are.
Let me tell you how you know that your life is about to change permanently and for the better. I'm going to give you a few ways that you can tell that your life is about to level up in every way, okay? I don't think you're going to like number one, but here it is. All hell breaks loose. Like everything falls apart, completely in shambles. You don't know whether you're coming or going. You can barely tell what day it is. Your emotions are all over the place. Lose people, lose things, lose friendships, like everything, all hell breaks loose before your greatest blessing. I mean, everything falls to pieces, shambles. You seriously start to feel like you have died and you're being reborn. it's bad. It gets bad. It gets bad. Number 2, you start having a lot of deja vu or a lot of dreams, like dreaming more than you normally do. Stuff starts feeling familiar, but strange at the same time. Number 3, you start to feel exhausted, drained, can't get out the bed, can't do anything. You are so tired. You feel like you have no energy. You don't even understand why you feel this way. That is a major, major, major way to tell that something big is coming to you. Your energy, everything about you is exhausted and preparing for the shift. And this is the last one. You have no interest in being connected to the same people. Like, you don't even really want to be bothered sometimes. Like, you don't find that you have anything in common with the people that you used to have things in common with. You see people differently. You see them for who they are. It's like your eyes open to the people around you, and you start to want to keep different company. When your life is about to elevate, everything changes. All hell breaks loose. Start dreaming. You start having deja vu. You start letting people go. People start letting you go. You feel that you are in a whirlwind and a tornado all at once. I'm going to say this to you. Don't you dare give up. All of this that is happening for a reason. This is crazy. You're probably in one of the most interesting seasons of your life. Like, this is probably the craziest it's gotten, and you probably feel really numb. But don't give up, because it is seriously like, it's right here. It is right here. I'm telling you, it's right here.
I'm gonna say this loud enough for the people in the back. You know when your life's gonna change? When you stop holding on to people that have let go of you. They moved on with their life. It's time for you to move on with yours. Sometimes you just gotta accept that certain things will never go back to how they used to be, because certain people will never go back to who they used to be in your life. Sometimes you gotta wake up and realize that what you're holding on to just doesn't exist anymore. And the more you can accept what is, the less you'll be controlled by what was. Straight up.
Life gets easier when you realize that there is no such thing as a wrong decision. Decisions are simply pivots. Each one you make will take you down a new road that will likely be both magic and miserable, beautiful and ugly, because life is a polarity. Easy doesn't exist without hard. Good doesn't exist without bad. So relax, there is no right answer. Trust that whatever decision you make can always be followed up by another decision. MindCope is a project that aims to inspire and improve people's lives. Join us on our journey.
I realized that I don't have to feel shame or guilt for how I feel or what I think, because no feeling or thought is good or bad. No feeling or thought is wrong or right, and there's nothing that I should be feeling or should be thinking. There is just this moment, and there's the awareness of this moment, and all thoughts and feelings are temporary, and I am not my thoughts, I am not my feelings, they are just passing by. And so it is only if I think I should be feeling something else that conflict arises, that there is then a problem. So the problem is only in my mind.
A harsh reality about life that I think can be hard to accept is that no one owes you anything. Like, absolutely nothing. And that sounds really harsh, but the sooner you can accept that fact, the sooner you find freedom in your own life. Because with that, you realize you don't owe anybody anything either. You're free to say no. You're free to create boundaries. You're free to move about life in the way you deem will make you happiest. However, other people are allowed that exact same freedom. And that's where a lot of us, it gets tricky, because, you know, we feel like we've been doing for them, we've poured so much into them that they owe us this, they owe us that. But that's just our ego. That's ego talking. Ego, ego, ego. And that's when we're doing things for love and not out of love. And that's a whole different conversation. But people are also allowed to move in the way that will make them happiest in life. So, you know, they don't owe you a text back. They don't owe you an explanation. If they decide to cut you off, they didn't owe you that experience, you know. People are allowed to choose different experiences in life, and they should be able to do that without, you know, us holding resentment and grudges and like hate, because we're all here for our first time, you know, we don't know. And once you truly accept that mindset that, well, they literally didn't owe me anything anyway, this is their life. Because this is your life too. This is your world. In the same way that it's their world. Life is tricky, but the sooner you accept that, the sooner you find peace.
The older you get, the more quiet you become. Life humbles you so deeply as you age. You realize how much nonsense you've wasted time on. You start to accept things for what they really are. You stop forcing friendships and connections with people, and you just learn to grow. And yes, it's true. The older you get, the more you stop caring about others' opinions of you. It is a freeing feeling.
When you stop being so loyal to all the wrong things, your life will literally change. I mean, like literally, some of y'all loyalty has become y'all slavery. Y'all think that, oh, because I've been built from this family, I done been around this person for however many years, y'all allow that to literally become y'all slavery, and that be the reason why y'all stay in situations that break your heart longer than you need to. Because y'all feel like, oh, I need to be there for that person. I need to ride or die. I need to go through hell and back. Oh, we got so many years on this. Yeah. Your life will change when you stop being loyal to the wrong things.
You know, sometimes leaving is actually the purest form of loving. And it sucks and it's hard because that means we have to let go. But what I've realized is that letting go might break your heart, but it will definitely clear your vision.
In life, you will realize there is a role for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, some will love you, and some will teach you. But the ones who are truly important are the ones who bring out the best in you.
A lot of shit is just like, I'll be over it, because I be having so much other shit going on in my life, like, that actually matters and requires my attention and for me to show up and be happy and shit, that I can't afford to waste my time being mad or bitter or anything like that. Like, that ain't gonna give me no money, and it's only gonna make even more bad shit come your way.
The moment that you wake up and recognize that all you've ever done throughout the entire course of your lifetime is to try and make your internal world feel better is the moment you become liberated. Because you'll have realized that all you've ever done is chase things in the external world that you think are going to make your internal world feel a little bit better. And you do this through chasing jobs, money, relationships, marriage, kids, houses, cars, money, sex, drugs. Yes, these things can bring you happiness, but it will be fleeting because it's not coming from within. So in order to experience true peace, true happiness, true contentment, and true satisfaction with life, you have got to clean up your internal world. And you've got to let go of that voice inside of your head that is telling you that you need anything outside of yourself in order to experience true peace and true happiness. And when you have this realization, you become liberated.
I just got left behind. Why didn't y'all tell me that y'all did it the week before? How come y'all ain't tell me that we was... Oh, wait. It's because my life isn't their life. They're focused on themselves. Wow, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Hey, jackass. Go sit by yourself and figure it out, because that's where you should be. Lesson learned. Any opportunity given should be taken serious from this point on. Because if not, you can find yourself feeling just like this.
I stopped sitting down and being upset and feeling sorry for myself. I took accountability and said, you know what? I literally do everything. And I said it in Rose in Harlem, like, what does she do? I do everything. So why am I sitting here upset? If this is not treating me the way I want to be treated right now, I need to go where I'm loved. I need to go where I'm seen. I need to go and do other things that I love.
It took me 4 years to learn what I'm about to teach you in the next minute and a half. It is never too late to reinvent yourself. You can decide that everything you have done up until this point in your life is irrelevant. You can choose today, right now, to start a completely new book, because your past does not have to equal your future unless you choose to live there. For years, I thought the identity that I was creating in the early stages of my 20s was going to be the identity I was going to have for the rest of my life. And it just doesn't have to be that way. I heard this quote from Tony Robbins, and it has just completely shaken my world. He says, the biggest conflict that humans experience on a daily basis is the need to remain consistent with how they choose to identify themselves. And that need to remain consistent is usually what forces people to stay stuck in how they've always been. There's just so much peace and beauty in knowing that just because you did something one way for a long period of time doesn't mean you have to keep doing it that way. You don't have to just like manage your day-to-day, manage your circumstances. You can actually be the creator of your own life. And when that really clicked for me, I started to get excited about living again. The Sunday scaries started to go away. I just got really excited about the future, and I want you to know that the same thing can happen for you. I'm telling you, if you're feeling stuck in your life right now, do something differently. Change something. Make a power move. You deserve a life on your terms. You deserve a life that you're freaking obsessed with.
I learned that life is real and life is short. You could be here today and go tomorrow. So
That's
it's
right.
like, if I leave tomorrow, I want to know that I lived my life and had fun. Like, we would get caught up in like a dark space. And it's so hard to get out of a dark space. Like, I was just in a dark space and it was hard. And when I got out, I was like, I'm never going back there. Nobody took me back to that. Like,
you never really realize how much you're growing until you're put in like uncomfortable situations.
Yeah.
And as much as I love and want that for myself, I know that I deserve nothing but the best. And it's easy for me to walk away from situations where I feel disrespected, no matter how big or small. Yes. And I feel like I've been learning that growth in time of being alone.
You will be the happiest person when you start enjoying the progress of your life instead of the destination. When you realize that life is about the journey itself and not to get to point A to point B, and not about having everything come to you right away, and instead of enjoying the process of learning, of growing, of creating, of loving, of feeling. When you get yourself to that place of realizing that, you will be so happy, because your happiness will not be set upon conditions. It will be set upon the present moment. And when you are here in the now, like the present, it's a gift.
Wow, guys, these were some amazing clips. I've definitely found so much information that I'm going to be writing down and taking notes on and trying to implement into my life. Let me know down below in the comments which life-changing realization stuck out to you. Like, which one just blew your mind. And if you have any life-changing realizations, leave it down in the comments to help someone out in our community. So yes, y'all, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. And if you are, make sure your notification bell is clicked. And yes, thank y'all for watching this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.